look great. As soon as the intro starts. Woo. Oh my God. Oh, now that's a gem.
She doesn't sing it ever live, but I love it.
Oh, I got the butt. I got the butt.
It ain't that big, but.
All done up. Turn around, this is awesome. Hey everybody. So I'm going to add my guests because their cameras are working. So starting with our regular.
Hey y'all.
It's Tori. Rocky from Rocky's World.
Rocky.
Wait, okay, hi.
We're trying to make this a regular. Scarlett.
Hi.
And we got someone new to the mix. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Oh, we got the same shirt on. Tori.
Oh, I'm jealous. I'm so
Can you guys hear me?
jealous. Yes.
You guys can hear me, right? Okay.
I love your mic. It sounds good. All
I
right.
just got it, literally.
Oh, what kind of microphone is it? I love talking about technology.
It's a Blue Yeti.
All right. I have it, Blue Yeti. It didn't sound that good. You got the new one or something?
I don't know. I really couldn't tell you.
Oh, I like your setup. All right, since we have a new guest, we'll let the new guest go first.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, everybody, give me 1 second. My computer, I think it's the computer. Battle is funny. Battle be here like 8 hours ahead of everybody. Hey, girl, if you're even in here.
Right.
Shout out to Battle. Cheyenne, I'm trying to get her up.
Hold on, do you guys see the sirens out my door? I mean, outside my door. Okay, let me close it. Hold on.
Let me just stop. My camera is still not working. Okay, for some reason I can't really touch your comments, but I see everybody. I see Scott. I see Cheryl. I see snap, Supernova.
Hey Kim.
Oh my God, butterflies. I see Allison. It's just something's wrong with my StreamYard. It could be the Wi-Fi because it warned me that it's not doing well.
Did MJ Fangirl go to the concert or no?
No. I wish. Hey, Susie. All right. And I see Janice as well. I might have trouble pulling up your comments, guys, but I see everybody. Thank you for coming through. So getting back to our new person, our new guest. Let's see if I can get you solo. There we go. So
hey,
tell
everybody.
me about your history with Janet Jackson. What city did you go see her, and how was your experience?
Okay, so I'm originally from Louisiana. I'm 16 years old. I've never seen a Jackson. So I got these tickets for Christmas, last Christmas. And I've been I joined her live stream on Instagram the day she released her tour and say she's gonna do a tour. So I got the tickets and I went to see her in Houston, Texas at the Woodlands. I don't know if any of y'all went there, but that's where I went. And oh my God, I cried before I even walked in the gates. Like the pressure was on. I loved it. And hold on. I made a friend. I don't have a picture of him. But he was he had the earring and everything. It was like the key ring. You know what I'm talking about? The Rhythm Nation.
Yes.
I met so many cool people. But what do you want me to go into? Like the songs,
How was your experience? This, as you said, this was your first Janet Jackson or Jackson period.
Yeah.
How was it? How was the crowd? Like, what was the thing that stood out to you?
The crowd was not giving. It really wasn't. I don't know why, but I love the way she interacted with the crowd though. She was like touching hands. I loved it. Like I don't know. I've never seen her do that at any of her shows. Like never. She was like touching hands. Like come here. Like she even brought one of her. Oh, I don't know who it was, but it was someone that was visiting her backstage. She brought on stage, and it was like a special guest or something. It wasn't Ludacris.
Oh,
That's
I don't
what's
know.
up. But
She
you
was.
said the crowd you wasn't quite feeling, huh?
Oh no, not at all.
That's that's weird. What city was this again?
Houston. It was
You?
a city right outside of Houston though.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting. I wonder if anybody else had that experience. Let's see if I can get the rest of the panel up. So did anybody else I guess Scarlett or I was about to say Chris, Tori, how was your crowd?
Oh. Uh. Well. Okay. I can't. It was kind of
Ola.
hard. It's kind of hard because our perspective was a little different this time because
yeah.
we were like in like the front, so like around us it was super super hype, but like I couldn't tell what was going on behind us unless like I had looked. But I'm assuming it was pretty hype because my brother went to the first show that we went to with us. And I remember him saying on one of the songs, you could just hear like the crowd burst because the crowd was so surprised that she did it. So I'm assuming like it was pretty hype.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll say the same.
I was in Madison Square Garden with Rocky. What was your feeling when you went to Madison Square Garden?
Listen, I had pretty much the highest level you could possibly imagine, but it was lit. Look, not for nothing. It was like everybody around me. Like I don't know what happens, but when you go all the way up there, people are drinking and dancing because you have like an area where you can dance. So I'm like, oh, this is it. Even if I was high, I could see everything. So it was just, oh my god, the crowd was amazing at Madison Square Garden to me.
No, it was that was a we were estimate 20,000 people in our arena.
Yeah.
So it better be. Could you imagine like if New York played her? She'd been like, I'm never coming here again.
After I did all my HBO specials, I am
Which I
never coming
loved, by the
back.
way.
Yep. Yep. I personally loved our for our concert. I loved our special guests. I really did.
Oh,
Lucky.
I know. Busta. Okay, did
Oh
anybody have
yeah.
special guests? We had Busta Rhyme, and he gave her flowers. And me and Tori talk about giving Janet Jackson her flowers. He said everything that we were feeling.
Queen, Royal Empress Janet Jackson. I said Queen, Royal Empress Janet Jackson. Please understand something. I know she's on schedule with a show. I don't want to disrupt the programming too much. But I brought some gifts for you, Queen. I can't take it. I brought some gifts. Hold on. Wait, can you bring the first gift, please? We're gonna give you your flowers. We're gonna give you your botanical garden while you can smell it.
That was really good. Like I saw the full speech when I watched your first vlog. I was just like, oh, but he was like, I know we're on a time limit, but I gotta say this. I'm like, I'm with you, Busta. Like, give her flowers.
Yes.
So Braylon, like, what got you into Janet? Like, I saw your T-shirt. You had the Michael Jackson / Janet Scream T-shirt.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're a Michael and Janet fan.
Oh yeah, whole Jackson's fan.
Ooh, okay,
Anybody.
I'm here for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
I actually on the Jackson store, I just bought a signed album by Marlon, Jackie, and Tito. The
I think that's a great
Jackson's live
investment.
album. I
That is
loved it. It was like $80.
that is a
Oh.
It
great.
wasn't
I
even
just
bad.
started buying merch from the Jackson's website. I think I got Tito's one of his rare singles signed. It was $75 for that single. But what up, Tito?
Yeah, right, right.
I have one more guest. Well, actually, I got more than one more guest, but we have someone new to the stream. Can you welcome Kim?
Hey.
As soon as
Hi,
Seymour
Kim.
decides to let her in.
Now,
Hey, Kim.
what's up?
So,
Yeah,
Kim, what city did you see Janet Jackson in?
Detroit
Detroit.
Ooh, okay.
was in the building. Boy, it was so many people. I mean, it was so many people, and I upgraded my tickets to be on like what they consider the second row, which really is a whole big section. You know what I'm saying? Full of rows. But it was a lot better than a seat I had, which was like nosebleed.
Yeah, the nosebleed.
So, a friend of mine, you know her, Shatara. She,
Okay.
she, friend of hers, couldn't make it, so I ended up buying her friend's ticket, and we had a great time. When I say Ludacris showed out, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Janet, oh my God, but you got, he showed out so good. It was like, I'm looking at Janet like, okay, now what you gonna do? What you got? I'm telling you, he showed out. And I took I did a portrait of her. I was trying so hard to be able to, pass my work along to her, but, you know.
Oh, I
So
know.
how much? I have a question though. For those meet and greet passes, how much were they going for? Because a friend of mine who works for where I work, Wayne County, she went and she was like, "Oh, they didn't cost nearly that much." I'm like, "Well, I'm just trying to get out of her. How much is how much?"
In our city, it was 1,700. Or
That's
our
because
cities.
yeah, I told her.
Yeah.
I said I heard it was 50. Oh no, it wasn't nearly that much. And I'm thinking, okay, so then what was it? Well, it wasn't that much. But
Yeah, I
then
think it
she
was
did.
15.
But then she admitted that I guess her passes were given to her. So
Oh,
I'm okay, but I'm like that's not helping me any. I just wanted to know just in case, say Janet decided to make a loop or back around to Detroit. If
wait,
I know what to look to pay. But
1 second. You said the meet and greet is 1,500. Was this in all the states? Like all the?
From what
I
we
know.
know, it's 17 everywhere.
oh,
I thought it
seven.
was 15 in
Yeah,
Kansas
that's what
City,
I
right,
heard.
Tori?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was 15 our first show that we went to.
What?
1,500.
That's the thing. It's like weird depending on like it's like the bigger, more like popular the city,
Mm-hmm.
the more expensive it looks like it is. Cause like I remember when we went to go see the New York and like East Coast, like Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
ticket prices. I was like, oh snap, like oh Lord. And then when we went to ours, for Kansas City, it was a little less. I mean, it was up there, but it was like less than what the other one was.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. When I came back from the Kansas City show, I was looking to buy a ticket for the Detroit show. And Ticketmaster wouldn't let me buy a single ticket in the second
Wow.
row. And they were only going for like 500. And this was literally like May 3rd or 4th when I was looking to do it. And they
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't let me
Yeah.
buy a single ticket. But the first row was completely gone unless you were buying a verified resale ticket. And then as I kept looking, main floor was completely gone.
The
Right.
venue I went to was really small. Like I saw people sneaking like under chairs. It was crazy.
Stop. Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
They so the venue I was the venue I was at, they had the seats, it was like a pavilion.
Mm-hmm.
So like there was seats and there was a lawn. I was on like the first row of the lawn because I got there
Mm-hmm.
early. So and the ticket was like $50. It's like a small venue, so you can
Hmm.
like you're like right there. But I saw people sneaking under the rails, getting under them seats,
Mm-hmm.
and like no one saw. I was like, I was about to do it. I was about to do it, but I didn't.
But you know
No,
what?
because
It's good that you did because those them seat people. Trust
Hmm.
me, if somebody came for their row or for their seat and you were sitting there, that would make it bad for you. So it's a
Hmm.
good thing you did
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they trust me, they own their job. They was on their job. I
Oh
get it.
yeah.
Time you feel a little disappointed and like, damn, like you want to cuss them out, but you have to look at it like they doing their job. And if
Yeah.
they just letting people back and forth through there, they probably might get in trouble.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so I said, you know what? I had to tell myself, I said, you know what? It wasn't in God's plan. It wasn't in his purpose at that moment. If it was meant for it to happen, it would, it would have happened. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to, because I'd have met just about all the Jacksons except for Randy, Latoya, and Janet. I'm the only three that I have yet to meet.
Wait. You wait. Sorry, I know this is Janet, but you met Michael?
Yes,
When?
What?
3 times.
Oh yeah, she got pictures with Michael.
Three.
Girl.
I only
Yeah.
heard about you one time.
Oh
I mean,
wow.
when he came to Detroit for the casinos that were being built here at the
What year
time,
was this?
him and Don Bar 98.
What's okay? Your favorite? I want to ask everyone's favorite Janet set, like in the concert. Like, what was your favorite like song or performance?
Oh, I like the "That's the Way Love Goes," and it went into like this Latin flair. I
Yeah.
love that part. I love all the mashups, but that's the one I'm like, can we get an actual single of that?
I love Just For You. What's that? All For You.
All for
What you
you.
said? All For You.
Yeah.
I gotta think. I gotta think which one I like.
I love What Have You Done For Me Lately? When she brings in
Oh, that
Burn It
was
Up,
good too.
the Burn It Up in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
What was it again?
The
Oh,
How,
doom
how
doom
about you,
doom doom
Scarlett?
doom.
Missy Much is always a favorite of mine.
Miss
It's
you
one of my favorite
much. Did
songs
she
by
do
her.
that one?
Mhm.
Yeah.
she did.
Oh, okay. It was,
Yeah.
girl. Everything was so hyped that night. It's like a blur almost.
Yeah, it's hard to remember exactly
Yeah.
everything she did because, like, you're in the moment and you're so hype about it. But I remember Missy Much because it's my favorite.
I
Yeah.
like that. What's that song that she says?
Oh,
Come back to
one of her
me.
dancers,
Yeah.
one of her
Ah,
Yeah.
dancers actually ran through the lawn while I was there, and I saw him run through the lawn, and he went back to the stage. He
that's
posted on his story.
awesome.
Mhm.
Did she play
Yeah.
No Sleep? Did she do No Sleep?
She did.
Yes.
She did
Mhm.
now.
Yeah, that was in the
Yes, I
beginning.
love that song. We ain't gonna get
Yeah.
no sleep. I love that song. I,
Wow.
I
Janet,
was
you first
trying
I
to
know.
get her attention for the
The
picture. I
whole
did the.
the whole pre-show for Janet, I was
Mm-hmm.
looking at her Instagram story, see what she was posting.
That's
Mm-hmm.
actually important. I got
Yeah.
lucky, and when she was in Madison Square Garden, there was a
Yeah.
guy named Robbie, and there was another girl that got to be on stage with her. So I
Uh-huh.
actually interviewed Robbie the other couple of days ago, right? Right, in Tori.
Yes.
Mhm. It was like last week, right?
Cool. Like those Insta stories, they featured a couple of cool gems in there.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I would say that my favorite. Ooh, I have too many favorite parts of the show. I have too many favorites, but let me think. Let me think. I will say I loved that she pulled out so certain like deep cuts or rarities. Like I loved when she pulled out "Enjoy" because I kept telling
Yes.
Scarlett
Enjoy. Enjoy.
that's literally
Yes.
me. I kept telling Scarlett like before I was like I want her to do this song, this song, this song, this song, and I remember "Enjoy" being the one I kept telling her about. I'm like I know this girl's sick of me, but I'm like I want her to do it. So when I heard the first few like notes, I was just so like she's doing it that I like I was like oh shoot I need to record this, but
And y'all saw
that
the little
was one of
sunset on the
them.
big screens. I loved it.
Yes, it
The
was
lighting
so
was
It was good.
nice.
epic. So, did you guys have any issues with your concerts? I know some of us got VIP tickets. I had nosebleed and VIP, so there was unique issues with my stuff.
Only issue I had, like I said, was I was trying to, make things possible as far as, getting my artwork to her. But
I
it
didn't have
didn't
any
work out.
I didn't have any problems with the show. I just had the problem with the people because I was standing up because I was in the lawn, and this man, old man, told me to sit down. I can't see the show. Like, you need to stand up. This is Janet Jackson.
Yes.
Like, I did not listen to him.
I'm
Me,
like, if I
How you
can't
sitting
stand when people do
down?
that. Like,
No, we
and
had
if
that
you
problem at a Jackson's concert once, and I said,
Really?
"Ma'am, it's the Jacksons. I'm not sitting down."
That
You know,
happened when I went to see the Jacksons in Gary last year. It was like two older women who just like they were like 5 rows behind me and they just kept yelling, "Sit down! If everybody sits down, we all can see." And everybody like turned
you
around,
understand
looked,
who
and
this
then turned
is?
back. I was just like, no, it's not. That's not a thing.
But
We're not
unless
sitting
you,
down.
you
Look,
have a
stand.
handicap, because I'm part of the handicap group now.
Mhm.
Stand up. How are you at a Jackson's concert sitting down? That's weird to me. I'm sorry. I'm judging you unless you have some kind of like, like
Yes.
physical illness or physical issue that you can't stand up. Why are
Right.
you sitting down at Jackson's concert? Are you
Look,
serious?
check this out. These are the very same people that as youngsters that was about to charge the stage and probably tackle each and every one of them.
yeah.
like
Hmm.
exactly like y'all was probably the ones chasing and traumatizing the Jackson 5 back in the 70s. So why are you telling us to sit down? Like,
Hold on, Giga. You have to go here. The dog has this new thing where she wants to be with me next to the live, but her bed's not with me.
Oh,
And now she's like falling
Yeah.
off the desk.
Hi, Giga.
Oh, now this sounds like drama on steroids. Someone
Lord.
had a fight. Hold on,
what?
Emma.
Oh
I saw
no.
Emma. There was
San
a
Diego. Oh,
what?
not surprised.
Wait, what's wrong with San Diego?
Now I feel like putting Emma in this one because I'd be like, Emma, we need details.
Yo, can you imagine? Can you imagine like Janet be like, "Oh, I don't get no sleep. Why is there a fight out here?" Like, like
Matt, you don't want to get no sleep. Security, security.
Ooh, y'all fighting up in here. Like, yo, that
As
was
long as
not.
I've been in a concert, I've never seen a concert going out to a fight. A shootout, yes, but not a fight.
How do we jump
That's
from
a
a fight, but a
whole
shootout?
different story. Because we're from New York and we can't have nice things. But
During
Not
a ludicrous set.
Luda.
you can't take Luda fans
Wow.
nowhere.
Wow.
Move. Get out the way.
a move. Let's
Ooh,
move.
I
Let's
love
get
this.
out of here. Like,
Lord.
Did anybody
Or
have any hiccups in their show or shows?
as far as hiccups, we went to the same concert. No, I enjoyed my show. I was far up, but I made new friends. I was like, oh my god, this is awesome.
We had a great crowd. Okay, so my only hiccup was I had seats that were so much on the side that the part where Janet reveals that she's coming out.
Yeah.
There was
Hmm.
no reveal for me. I was like, I see her right there. I see everything, and I was like, if I only paid $100 for those tickets, but let's say if I paid more, I'd have been pissed. If that made any sense, I felt like I got the tickets that deserved that weird view.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I hope
Hmm.
nobody paid more than what I paid. Because my tickets got cheap out of nowhere. But I remember those tickets were more money. That's what I was like, oh wow. It was just too much on the side. I was like, there was no reveal for me at all. And then for the VIP, let's start on a positive. The staff was super, super nice, very helpful, and everyone tried to always problem solve. But no one knew where our lounge was. So I missed my lounge by I missed 20 minutes of it.
Did you get a chance to meet her with those VIP, or was it different? Because I know sometimes when people buy VIP, a lot of sometimes it can mean okay, you get like say drinks, or you get to sit in a certain area, but that's it. So did you have a meet and greet
No,
VIP
no,
or just a
just
regular?
VIP. So you just get to
Okay.
go eat something. My food was good. Oh my goodness, I'm kind of mad I had dinner. I could have ate so much food. But anyway, they had good vegan options and they gave us extra. They gave me 2 extra free drinks, but I didn't keep the drinks. Tori, do you
The
have
little.
yours? The little thing they give you for the drinks. But I chose just to keep it. The little here it goes.
I don't want to put out the plastic, but
the little record,
Yeah.
right? Like
Hmm.
I said, "Oh, I'm so glad I don't drink no more because I really
But see,
rather
that's
have
how they
it."
were setting us up though. Like they like, oh yeah, you get a
Hmm.
free drink, but you got to turn that in to get the drink for free.
No,
And it's
it's
like, nah, I'm gonna
so
pay for my drink. It's okay. Like I'm keeping this
But
and I'm gonna pay for one.
some people were saying that in, I think somebody who went to the New York show, they said in theirs they was handing them out. They was handing out more. I was like, what?
I mean, they did that in Kansas City too. We just weren't there
Uh-huh.
for like, because remember when we were leaving to go to the merch table, they had brung the ladies that were sitting at the table with us. They had brung them
right.
extras too, but it was like after a while. Like it wasn't like they were just handing them out like as soon as you get in there, like here's another drink, here's another drink. But they did get a few
I think
extras.
we got extra drinks because of what happened with the VIP mix up. Like we
Hmm.
were frantic because it's like I got there a little late. Then I walked by my table and there were so many people at that table. I didn't even realize the table was there because it did tell you look for out for the table. I said I don't see the table, so somebody walked me out. Here's the table, miss. And then the part where we had to find the lounge, that part was a hot mess, cuckoo. But again, shout out to the staff. They were nice. They were kind. They found someone who knew where that lounge was at. But it was only like two people who knew where the lounge was at.
Yeah, our lounge was supposed to open at like 6:15, and it didn't end up opening until like 6:45. It was like
Wait,
a whole
What?
mess.
you guys, you had the meet and
But
greet.
it was it was
That
it was it was nice though. The
did
merch
that?
was expensive.
Oh,
I
for me,
know. Someone told me the t-shirts. Well, I got the sweatshirt. I think I paid 85, but someone said the t-shirts were 50.
Yep.
Yes.
They were like
And then
45.
45 for the short sleeve, and I think 50 for the long.
Hmm.
Oh.
wait, for
Yeah.
the meet and greet, you got free food? That was the
Oh
meet and
yeah,
greet?
not meet and greet,
Yeah, during the
VIP.
VIP. Hmm.
Anybody
Yes.
get the meet and greet? Did
N-
anybody get the meet and greet that's
no,
up
our
here or?
our city sold out.
Mm-mm.
Our
Okay.
cities because we're in the tri-state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We had
Nah.
no
I only
shot.
know I only know how it
I,
went. Basically like I didn't know whether the meet and greet was going to be before or after the show, but it ended up being after. So what they had to do was while they were clearing out and like getting the stuff taken down, the meet and greet people had to go to a particular section and they sat there until it was time. And then I'm assuming Janet got into her comfortable clothes and then she met with her family and like close friends first. And then like the meet and greet people got to go through. I know they couldn't bring anything in there. Like if they wanted to give her a gift, they had to give it to like a person in her team. And then they couldn't bring anything in there for her to sign. So they go in there, and I think I heard some people had like, they had experiences where they, talked to her and kind of had a conversation. And like I heard she was like so attentive and like she listened and stuff. And then, um, I think after, well, it was weird because I actually saw it happening and going down because somebody had a video. There was like this one video where it was these two ladies. One went, they walked in there. I don't even think they said hi, and they just took a picture and like walked out, like both of them. And then there was this guy that came in after. I think he was like this actor from Europe or something. And then like she had like a longer encounter with him, but I
yeah.
don't know. The first two ladies, I was like, wait, what was with that? But then after, I guess they got their VIP merch, and they just
Hmm.
they just left.
I wonder what
Oh,
they got
sweet.
for they VIP merch because I heard she was giving out some goodie bags, some good goodie bags.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, we're VIP, but not VIP meet and greet. I didn't get my bag yet. Did you guys get your bags yet? No.
I'm assuming they're sending it out after the tour ends because I don't know. It was
Do you
people
Oh,
know
by the
who
what
way,
like,
comes in the bag? You know what y'all gonna be getting?
No, we're just waiting.
do y'all know if
Oh,
she's announcing a second leg or no?
I have a feeling she will, just because now we have the October 27th show, which I had no shot get. Everyone told me the front section sold out in less than 5 minutes.
wow.
yep.
Wow.
How dare y'all?
I feel like
I
Gil
want.
said on Twitter that this is the light show. So I think
Uh huh.
they're planning something like bigger. And like I want to say either Denzi, one of the dancers, they reposted on their Instagram story. Somebody had like tagged them in a picture and was like, "Oh, can't wait to leg two," and they kind of like reposted it. So
But will
I'm
the
hopeful
leg
that
two
there's a
have
leg
the meet
two.
and greet? If there's a meet and greet, I'm gonna hate if, and I don't want it to be more than 1,700. I'm broke as it is.
Look
Right.
here. I'll go into debt.
No, of course I'll go to that to
I'm
see
sorry, I
Janet
can't go on
Jackson.
I'll go.
No,
You know.
Janet, yes, I was willing to finance it. So when they
Yeah.
had the California October 27th, I said, "That's it. I'm going to do the meet and greet right there." That thing when so then I was like, I didn't even see a meet and greet option. It was just that was actually a cheap show. The average tickets were what, 350, 6 to 500.
Wow.
That's
Dang,
funny
I'm
that
so
we got, because I
mad.
remember back in the day when I went to see Michael, I think we paid $35 for them tickets. See, I'm
Dang.
talking my age.
Listen,
So
I bet you that
I'm
35
like,
was
to hear
expensive.
people say, "Oh, that was a cheap show. It was only 500." I'm like, oh my god.
It's not. Well, most concerts are expensive, and then you factor it to Jackson. You're like, okay, that's cheap for the Jacksons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
$35.
Well, think about it. Michael was the grand poobah of the, not just the Jacks, but all of them. And you ain't pay that much to see him, you know.
Nah,
So
I feel like Janet. And I always said Michael and Janet's always been equal to me. So that's why I said
yeah,
I'll spend the money because if Michael was alive, I'd pay that money for him too. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
not for nothing. When the Jacksons came to New York, I got the most expensive ticket, which was 500 to be dead in the front, meet and greet. I don't. When it comes to the Jacksons, I'll spend money. That's the
Yeah,
only people I'll spend money for though. Everybody else will say, "Oh, I'll see it on YouTube."
right.
I'll spend it.
Man.
They're worth it.
Like,
It don't feel the same watching it on YouTube because Tori and I, before we got to our shows, we did weeks of binging watching all of her tours that were on YouTube. But like getting there, it was so different. And I've seen her before, but not in that capacity. Well, I've seen her before, and it was just like I don't know, like it felt a little different, like than watching it on your screen.
Oh, of
So
course. Like
Yeah.
my
yeah,
favorite part was when everybody was saying, "I heard someone's friend today," and the
Yeah.
whole crowd, and then the whole arena would light up because all those light phones are going on. I'm like, "Oh
hmm
my gosh!" And then it looked like Janet was taking it in, like it was awesome. Janet like was acting as if she'd never been on tour before. This is her first tour. Like you could tell
yeah,
she was
like.
grateful to be there.
Yeah, like I like how like all of the behind the scenes that we're getting from this tour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I'm really enjoying that.
Yeah.
I will say, like, the fact that you mentioned like it was her first time, like it almost seemed like her first time seeing it all, and you mentioned in the Rhythm Nation tour. If y'all remember on the Entertainment Tonight interview that she did, she said she hasn't had this much fun on a tour since Rhythm Nation.
yeah.
And I was just like, what? It's like,
Mhm.
what? Like, it was so crazy. But like the high energy of it, like just like the first time I saw her, I didn't have like a horrible seat, but it was farther back, and like it just my area didn't seem hype. But both shows, like just being actually like up there closer towards the stage, you felt it. Like you really,
Oh,
really,
yeah.
really, really felt it.
Yeah.
Like the
And
vibrations hit your chest.
yes. And even in the
Yeah.
Luda set, like the Luda set already had me out of breath and hype. And I was like, okay, I gotta sit down for a second. And then like it was just so amazing. Like the people around us were so cool. Like everybody was like up there with the energy with us. Like nobody was just like dry. And the second time we went, it was like we had a little bit more room in our row. So, like we went all out. We went all
Yeah.
out. It was so cool. Like you could just feel like the positivity like from her, and like she
That
just
was
seemed
good.
so happy. She was smiley. I could see her facial expressions, and I was just like, oh my god, look at her.
Yeah, she was
So cool.
she was beautiful.
Yeah.
And then she had that long, pretty black ponytail that was just giving.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will say,
Cheryl got tickets for October 27th. Yeah, I was like, unless I can get a special assignment
Wow.
with Tori, I won't be able to go to that one because I
I
went.
love when she went to Black Cat after Scream. Oh, she did little headband. Oh, I loved it.
Mm.
Yes.
Shout outs
Wow.
to Arrow.
I really like the merch. Tori, did you get that bag that was in your vlog?
Hmm?
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
What was it?
That bag
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
there.
it was this one. Sorry,
Oh
I
my
have
god.
my.
Oh wow.
I
Y'all might
need
see yourselves through the reflection, but they didn't even like the bag just came out of nowhere. Like I was looking, and
oh it's fine.
um,
Fine.
the first time we went, they didn't even have the tour book. They didn't have the
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 coffee
like the
table
coffee
book.
table book. Almost at the
Oh, I
photo
saw the
album.
coffee table book, but it was 175. And remember, I had the hotel and the
Mm.
tickets. I was already over $1,000. I said I couldn't put another 200 on that
Huh.
because it'd be
Ooh.
I did.
175 plus tax. I was like, so you have the tour, you got the coffee book?
I got the coffee table book. I got the tour book. The second time we went, the first time I went, that's
Bravo.
when I got all my shirts and hoodies and stuff. I got some Luda merch as well. I got his Disturbing the Peace socks and one of his shirts. That's cool.
Oh, Emma
Yeah.
writes, I was tearing up
You know,
on
me and my
screen.
friend,
Everybody was screaming when they saw Mike.
we spoke to somebody that was part of Luda's camp right before the show started,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm.
we were asking, did they see Joey back there? And the guy was like, "Oh, isn't that her manager?" I was like, "No." I said, "That's her security." He was like, "Well, we see him every now and then." He was like, "Our camps is really separate." He says, like, they have like I guess a partition or something. He said her side stays on her side, and Luda's side stayed on, I guess, on their side. So I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, I thought they was commingling,
No,
cause see,
that's actually normal.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's very
Yeah.
normal.
Because even like when we went to Kansas City after the show, Tori and I, we sat out by the loading dock trying to see if we'll be able to see her. And after her tour bus left and the dancers left, the people who were still working, they were like, "Y'all waiting for Janet because she just left." And we was like, "Yeah, we were, waiting to see the dancers." They're like, "Oh, they left too." And then Tori's brother was like, "Is Luda still there?" And they was like, "Luda been gone." And I was like, "Oh, he left right after it set." And they was like, "Yeah, he been gone."
He didn't waste no time, and I was fully expecting like I don't know why I was expecting them to maybe like come out on stage together at the end and like both say bye. No, it was literally like he was gone. He was gone.
It was
Do we even have a
truly,
picture with them two together?
No.
Mm-mm.
That's crazy.
Nope.
Well, all I got is the live screenshot when they did the live together.
Cheryl writes, she never paid more than 20 pounds to see Michael in London. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Honey is funny. She said she don't remember nothing. Honey was right at the bar. I have a feeling she was drinking from the bar. Look, she said I was drunk. I'm done. And I just say it, don't drink at a club, at a
Oh my
concert. You're not
goodness.
gonna remember it. I'm done.
Yeah. I kept
I'm gonna
myself
keep
at
that
one
in mind.
drink.
Hey
I made
Shay.
sure of it too.
see, I can't drink it. I can't drink anymore because I had gastric bypass. So they tell us,
Oh,
oh, you cannot drink or it will hit you hard.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, I couldn't partake, but I did have like a water, I think, that night. I had a water,
Yeah. The first
and
time we went, I had was it the Janet special drink at the
Mm-hmm.
VIP,
oh,
How was
at
it?
the
That was
VIP
like
thing?
$22, right?
It was it $22?
There was
I
one
can't
drink that
remember.
was $22.
I
I
got
can't
the
remember, but
pictures
it was
from
really
there.
good because Tori you got the mocktail version of it, and I
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed it. It was really good. Like I had the alcoholic, and Tori had the non-alcoholic. It was
Wait,
really
so what
good.
was it? What did it taste
they
like? What's in there?
It
they
was
put the.
it had cranberry in it.
Let me see.
It was a mixture of things. It had rum in it, I believe.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That
I got a
sounds
picture of it. I'll send you the picture of the ingredients because I got all the ingredients for all the drinks.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's what I was
smart.
looking for. Um,
How was the mocktail, Tori?
it was pretty good. I chugged it. Like the thing is that it was we were late because y'all remember I had like that ponytail. So we were kind of like behind because she was trying to help me pin it up. So we were like late to the reception kind of. So when we went in there, we took it was like a long time and we were like waiting in that line for the drinks. And so I remember I don't know when it comes to Jackson events, it's like I don't have an appetite because I'm so excited. All I want to do is drink, like get something to drink, so like water or something. And this guy comes by, he was like, beef Wellington wonton. I said, don't mind if I do. That's the only thing I ate. I didn't even go get the food at the table, and I'm so mad. It feel like MJ went all over again with that breakfast brunch. I was like, why didn't I eat?
You didn't eat at the MJ1 breakfast?
I ate like the egg things and like the little French toast thing. And I think did I even have anything to
I
drink?
ate anything that said had a V on it, anything that was vegan at the MJ1, I ate it all.
All I had was the oatmeal there,
That
and
was good too.
I had a mimosa too, but that was it.
I
Oh
missed out
no.
on it. I'm not gonna miss out on the what they call it on the brunch this year. I keep my eye out on that post like every night, just in case they drop that link.
Hmm.
They need to tell us when, but yeah,
You know,
I
it's
didn't
funny.
eat
I
it.
was going to say something about the MJ1 thing, but we will say that for a future live, like maybe Friday or something, because I really want to keep it more on Janet today. But I'm excited for MJ season, even though we are still
Woohoo!
actually technically Janet Jackson season's over. Technically, I stress technically because what do we say, Tori? The time frame would be, let's see,
December to
no,
like
January.
May.
No, yeah, January to May.
Oh, I
But
was saying December. Sorry, because that's when she announced the tour. Okay.
oh, but because she's still touring, we still
Mm-hmm.
celebrating Janet.
Hmm.
We
Yeah.
want to make Janet Jackson season a real thing, like how we have MJ season. We want to make this so real because
Right.
I can't I can never choose between who's the better artist between the two. I just can't, and I won't. I refuse.
Right.
If you
They
have a
both.
favorite, that's fine. But I don't
Mhm.
have a favorite between the two. They both touched my lives. They both influenced it equally. Every time I hear their music, I get really, really happy. It's like it's just that same love for both
Yes.
their music.
Right. Were there any moments that were like, I don't know, what is the term out of body or like surreal or like you're like, whoa, like this is really happening, like while you were like at any of the shows?
I would say that part where they were singing, I heard from the friend today, and the whole auditorium got really
Oh,
white because of all those lights. I was
Uh-huh.
like, what the hell's going on? And
Yeah.
everybody was just singing, and Janet was just like, "Hold me," and I was like, "Oh my god, it's awesome!"
Oh
Mm,
wow.
I don't know. For
What
I
me,
about
cried
like
at one of the first shows we went to.
you did?
I did cry, like
Hold
for
on,
like two
everybody
seconds,
has
and then it was
robot
over.
voice.
for
Huh?
me, it was the come back to me, and then the crowd had their thing, and it was purple. It was like, oh my god, it was gorgeous. I love that part.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
How about you, Braden?
like those two are like my top. I cried during
Right?
the whole show. The whole show, I couldn't stop my tears. I really
Oh,
couldn't.
How about you,
I'm
Tori?
I'm trying to think. There was like okay, I'm trying to. What was the first one? So I'm trying to think in terms of the shows and keep them separate. So the first one I remember. Okay, like when she came out, y'all know if y'all remember the original vlog before they got me. Um, I was screaming my head off. I don't even remember what was I even thinking? I don't even remember. But then oh, okay. There was this one part. There's a couple of times on the first show where she comes up, when she like was on that circle platform in the stage, I was just like freaking out, like, oh my goodness, like she's like right there. Not even realizing she's gonna walk to that front of the stage. So when she walked to the front of the stage, like the crowd just went wild. And then at the end of the first set of few songs, it's like she was looking in our section. I don't know why, but like my hand just started like shaking. I was like is she looking at us? And then there was like another time. It was a few times I want to say that first show. The second show was a bit. It wasn't like that. I will say, like, at the end when she did Together Again, I just kind of like, I don't know, kind of felt like it was like kind of, and it was like a weird experience because y'all know I was doing the jumping, but it was like it wasn't out of breath, but just something like, I don't know if it was just the emotions, and I was just like she told everybody to start jumping, and at that point I couldn't jump anymore because I was just like so overwhelmed. Second show, I do remember like me and Scarlett went ham on screen, and then it was crazy. Like Scream, we went crazy, and there was some other stuff I can't remember, but I don't know. It's just those moments.
Has Janet ever started a show off with Demita Joe before?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
Never been.
The way she showed that album love during this tour, that's one of my favorite albums of hers. And is all the love she gave it this entire tour is of
That's like her theme song.
Wait, did y'all notice at the beginning when it was doing the slideshows, the song that was playing is actually the beat to one of her unreleased songs from 2000?
Really?
Yeah, it's called. I didn't see which album it was from. What is it called? Okay, it's called Love Me.
Love Me.
I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even notice that.
I liked she had a lot of gems. Now that was a good and a bad thing. If you are a hardcore Janet Jackson fan, you're like, I know what this is. But some of my friends weren't, and they went there and they were like, what song was that? I'm like, y'all gotta catch up.
Oh.
Y'all gotta stream all her music because she played so many gems, like deep cuts that I love. But you like, even if you didn't know it, the way the elements were all mashed up together, it just sounded phenomenal.
Yes, the mixing, the remixes. The one thing I will say is that even the songs that she didn't perform, because Miss Girl got me. I love New Agenda, and I wanted to hear her do it, like for the Socially Conscious Rhythm Nation set. But she didn't perform it. But it's the fact that she used certain songs as interludes. Like she almost got some of us with "Would You Mind," that little instrumental.
I thought.
The way I screamed and jumped up when I heard that, for me to just sit right back down.
I was thinking like, oh my God, not this song, oh my God.
Because the way they did it, they brung all of like the little equipment that the dancers were like dancing on and sliding down, they brung it to the front. And I'm like, okay. And then I heard like the beginning of it. I'm like, oh my God. And then it switched and I was like, oh, she playing around. But she playing. Why she play me like that?
They have to make this a DVD release, like, because I so many things that I forgot because I was so overwhelmed, and I went twice.
I feel like she is though, because our second show, I noticed like a camera crew, and like when she pointed at the audience to something, the camera turned away from her and then started filming the audience. And I was like, I want to see all of that footage that the dancers, get at the end of the show during Together Again. Like, I want to see that. I want to see that footage.
That was fun. I enjoyed that concert. I really did.
Is anybody?
Tori and I made a cameo on Janet's Live.
That's how it's.
What'd you say?
I said we made a cameo on Janet's Live.
You did?
Really?
Yes. Oh, I'm so mad because Nobody
At the
got.
concert or just
At the
Yeah.
concert, yeah. So it was in the Minneapolis show, and Denzi went live on her Instagram page, and he was walking past the because we were like second row the second time, and so when he was
Mhm.
walking past, we like screamed his name, and like he looked at us, and so like it was like really quick, but yeah, we made a small little cameo in her live.
Cool. That's
Yeah,
You gotta
awesome.
send me that footage still. You still have
I
to.
thought I sent it. I'll email it to you. It has no sound because what I did was I started screen recording on my phone when I realized she would like because that whole like our second show we were watching her stories like the whole day, and so something just told me look at your phone and see if like they going live for the end of the show. And I was like, oh my gosh, she live. So I hurried up and tried to like screen record on my phone, but I forgot the audio. So it's just a silent video of just like
Oh
everything.
man.
Y'all remember the clip where she put it on her story where she was in the back starting to sing together again, and they were like, it was like she was and then she looks over and she laughs, and all her dancers are there, and Denzi has the phone. That's when it was happening, but none of the
Mhm.
fans screen recorded that particular live. They got the one with Dario going live at the end of the Detroit show, but no one got this one. I was like, out of all the things, this is what y'all choose to not screen record, but it's okay. And oh man, that show was wild. That
Yeah, our second
yeah.
show was amazing. Like the amount of interaction we got during that second show, it's
Oh wow.
crazy.
So wait, so you guys had how many shows did you guys go to?
Too.
Two.
Oh
What?
wow.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
for the second one to be better, what was the issue with the first one?
Nothing. There wasn't really an issue. It's just the second show we were closer to the stage,
Uh,
and we got more interaction with Janet, with the dancers, with the band. We got to meet a couple people from the band before the show started because they were kind of walking around. Whereas the first show we went to, we were in the VIP lounge, so we kind of missed all the like the lead up to the actual concert. Because like we didn't like our first show, we didn't walk in until Luda was actually on stage. Whereas this one, we were sitting down and we seen Pick Funk, her bass player, and got pictures with him like early on in the show, like before the show even started, and we got interaction on the stage with a couple people from her band. Like Janet was singing her
That's
whole little heart
awesome.
out, and we were yelling at her band like like Mr. Jones, Harold, while Janet just singing her whole heart out.
Okay, I definitely gotta I gotta do that live because that was
Yeah.
I know I'm so behind. So you guys need to do your second show live, right?
hmm
I know
Hmm.
I still got to post my second show, period. I'm a little behind. I'm a little behind.
yeah.
It's a lot going on, especially with like
Michael and
uh
Janet, they're legitimately like their seasons are bumping heads. We're
Hmm.
yeah.
officially at MJ season as of June 13th. Thanks to Tori kicking it off for her watch party. But
Mhm.
now I said we're still doing Janet. This is the first time they're both clashing. Well, I mean, they used to clash back in the days because it'd be Rhythm Nation versus Bad, or
Mhm.
Hmm.
but now I'm like, oh, here we go again. But this time I'm gonna find a way to balance these two out. So I guess we'll start with our newbie. Um, any last words or thoughts about your experience?
I
Hmm.
hope she has another show so I can come to it. That's what I hope. That they do another lap around the track.
Yeah, I want a second leg so bad. Cause I would definitely go to it. I'll
You don't
definitely go to that lap around.
do you think if she does a second leg, she's going international, or she stays in
Oh,
the U.S.?
I feel like she has to take this international.
yeah,
Mhm.
Like
but not as much as in like this many shows, like 50 shows in this country, like nothing like too crazy, but yeah, like a stop here and a stop there.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I hope they do meet and greet that I can afford.
Right. Thank you. Put that out there. Yes.
I have met her, but Rocky will tell you that Omi Rocky and a handful of girls had a moment with her, and then they got photos because Rocky and them had these really nice outfits.
Mm-hmm.
But in my group, I got a personal autograph, which is great, but I never got a picture.
Oh wow.
I gotta get a picture.
Who was she like again? Anybody who's met her?
Oh, she was sweet, but it was so rushed.
Yeah,
I did get
I
a longer
figured
time
that.
with her because I was the first 10 people in line, and the first 10 got a little bit more time with her.
Mm-hmm.
But Rocky probably has a better experience because she was with her a little bit longer.
Oh,
So I had the outfit on. Oh, it's all for you. Wait, no, not all for you.
No.
No.
I get so long. That one, right?
Ooh.
mm-hmm.
I had that on. So then I went. I don't know what I did. I think I did a twirl or something like that. And she was sitting at her seat, and the one thing that I remember the most was that she was quiet. Like she didn't really. She said, "Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, hi." I'm like, "Yes, I can't." But other than that, it was wonderful. So I just said, "Oh, I love you so much. Thank you so much." She signed my book, and then I left.
That's
Just
Wow.
You
awesome.
think she was probably preserving her voice?
yeah,
That's
I
why.
would think. Hmm.
Yeah,
I think,
that's what it seemed like.
but it was.
Oh yeah, because she was on tour.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
was 2 shows back to back, I think, in New York, and a book signing. That was a lot.
Wait,
Y'all won.
was that before or after her concert?
It was technically both. So she did a concert, book signing, and another concert.
Okay, so
All
yeah,
all in 2 days. It was a lot.
okay.
So I was like, okay, but we are lucky. We saw her in concert first, then the book signing, and then some of my friends saw her the day after.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
Sorry
Okay.
about my appearance, y'all. I worked the 16-hour today.
No worries.
No, no,
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
girl, I came on her other lives with my head was bald headed, so don't even worry about it.
Take care of yourself.
Any last thoughts? Anybody?
I wish I could see her 3 more times.
Right. I had
I
a
wish I
great
could see
time.
her infinity times.
Yeah.
Wait, hold
Had
on.
a
I have a
great
Yo, honey is so funny. Look at this. We had a good time at the bar. Security was hating that they wanted us to go back to our seats.
It was a beautiful, beautiful time. The most
Amazing
excitement
show.
we've had in Detroit in a minute. So,
Oh wow.
I'm so
I gotta
upset I
say,
missed that show.
that show has to be up there with like Beyonce and Taylor Swift tours right now. Like
Yeah.
it's up there.
it's
My
beyond.
cousin actually saw Beyonce in concert. Actually,
Mhm.
I saw so many clips on TikTok. I haven't pretty much saw the show. Well, I'll talk to my cousin about her experience. She went to London. Her
Oh,
husband flew her to London to see
Oh
Beyonce.
wow.
how nice. Did she get a meet and greet too?
Oh wow.
No, could you
I'll be like,
imagine a
look,
meet and
I
greet
would
with?
have told the husband, why stop there? But you can just go ahead and pay a little extra
Oh,
for the
there
meet
you
and
go.
greet.
Oh no.
And then he probably would have issued divorce papers. Let me say.
No, she was very happy. He brought her like I don't know. She brought her. He brought her like a designer outfit, Gucci from
Ooh.
head to toe. I was like, you had me at London and Beyonce, or London and anybody. I'd be like, shoot,
Right.
it could be Harry Potter. I'm like, I'm in London.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
So
That's funny. Harry Potter had the cloak on.
yeah, I always wanted to go to London, and I was supposed to go with Honey, and my mother. I forgot what happened, but I just didn't go, and I regret it because the pandemic happened. And the rest is history.
Was this for the O2 thing?
No, we were just going just to go. But my girls like to travel.
Mm-hmm.
They're always traveling. It's like, oh, let's go to Italy to get some spaghetti. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Wish I
It's usually MJ stuff, but as we're getting older, it's now just coming like more real world stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like this girl's so funny. She missed some of Luda. I did see it. Honey comes in. She comes in like as Luda's performing. That's how I got the clip of her. And then she went up to see Shelly.
What was that deal? Luda brought that heat.
Yeah,
That's why I said I was looking at Janet like.
Y'all gotta give some credit to the DJ too before Luda.
yes. Like in my clip, even like my in the thumbnail, I had a picture with DJ Active.
Mm.
Cool.
Yeah, Tori and I end up going to one of his after parties in
How was it?
Minneapolis.
Because y'all were like, "Oh, we're going to the after
You.
party," and the next thing you know, it was morning. I was like,
Wait,
"What?"
can we save that story for
Okay, for
the
yours.
story time?
Right.
Oh, that was a man. Yeah,
I
story
was
time for
like,
sure.
"Where did the?"
Where did it
Where
go?
did it go? I was like, "Did they forget to shoot?" It was like, "This is a private party." It was just like, "Wait, what?" So I couldn't wait for your live.
Yeah. I want to have you on, Trish, but I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you more like after about it. Oh, Rocky got kicked off.
Oh my God! Now Shelly here. Now y'all are here. Oh, Rocky did get kicked off. Oh wow. Shelly Black, did you get my invite? Did you get my invite?
Y'all are funny.
So she
I
back.
hope you know next time you have your live, you don't go run like here she comes. Let's run.
No. Lives are very hard. Even I make mistakes, and
Yeah.
it was. I think my first live, I said something I had no business saying. I had to take it down immediately. I said, "Oh," and it had nothing to do with Jackson. It was on my Gadget channel, but still.
Yeah.
Now she see it, girl. You can tell. Let me tell you, I missed the pandemic era because we had time. But I wasn't doing live during the pandemic. I just feel like everything's so hectic now.
Yeah. Oh, I just.
Can't do really.
Yeah.
Everything is back to
It's back to normal, but normal was not good.
Yeah.
No time. I'm tired and it's a mess.
Well,
Shelly get messages like 8 hours later.
The only good thing is today, even though I worked at 16, we get that triple dipple because I work
Juneteenth? For Juneteenth?
Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
Lucky.
I work for Wayne County, so I work for, I guess you could say it's the government. So yeah.
Oh I wasn't sure if it was a holiday or not. So I don't always take the subway. So I was like, "Oh, I'm going to take the subway because it's going to be empty." It was crowded.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "This ain't no real holiday. Y'all are still here."
Wait, was there like a party there? Like,
no, it was just like I couldn't tell if it was
she got
real.
kicked off again.
Oh no. It could be
Justice for Rocky.
It could be StreamYard because I'm telling you, like your comments are all coming slow. It's just weird. She was having trouble getting in.
Because they're trolling, that's all.
Anybody else have anything to say?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I didn't think you were gonna accept my request.
No, of course. You actually got you have a great podcast voice. You should have a podcast / YouTube.
Really?
Right? He's like, tell me, y'all, he don't have a good voice.
That's great.
I go on Station Hit sometimes, so that's it.
Oh, that's
thank you. I had the Janet show. I really hope she will consider a second lap around
with affordable meet and greets.
Affordable.
I doubt that.
I'm going to air quote that.
All depending on how much they done probably made off them shows. They made
money.
Huh?
They made money.
Oh yeah. They ain't about to. They gonna keep the formula the way it is. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Good night, Rocky. We lost her.
Good night, Rocky.
StreamYard messed it up.
Justice for Rocky.
StreamYard and our Supernova messed it up.
No.
Nah, don't worry about it.
I wanted to ask something to kind of close it out because I was going to ask earlier, but I was like, no, it's more of a closing out question. Somebody on Twitter, so it's not my idea. His name is Terrence, and he asked a really good question. He said, if there was one word that you could use to describe this tour, what would you do? I mean, what would it be? And I want to. His was really good. I feel like his was family. I'm gonna try and find it if I can.
For me, it would be unexpected. I wasn't expecting so many songs and those mashups.
To me, it was nostalgia. it made me brought back a lot of memories from her last show and just growing up through her whole catalog. You know what I mean? So nostalgia.
For
That's
me, I must
good.
say just shocked because that wasn't just my first Jackson concert. That was my first concert ever. Like, period.
That
Yeah.
Oh.
That's a
oh
flex.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Big
First
flex.
concert, Janet?
Yeah.
Big flex.
Hey,
that's
that's a
Cause
nice.
I'm
awesome.
That's a good
I'm from
start.
Louisiana. We don't get shows around here. I gotta travel, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that's a
But
good
that's part
start.
of all our lives changed because we're Jackson fans. Even though they come to New York, I have to travel a lot to Cali, and I love traveling and doing stuff. I've gone to Paris because of
Yeah.
the Jacksons,
Mhm.
Gary, Indiana, California, Vegas. Oh
Mhm.
my gosh, North Carolina. So I love where this is taking me. It's
What's
awesome.
in North
Yeah.
Carolina?
Rebe Jackson.
Oh, she
Rebe
lives.
Jackson.
Okay.
She lives in North Carolina.
That's in North Carolina.
Oh, what part? Rockingham County, Reesville, Durham, Raleigh. See,
Durham. Durham.
I got family from North Carolina. That's why I was saying.
It was
I
so
didn't know.
intimate because no one knew she was there,
Mhm.
and we had a blast.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's sweet. She's really nice.
They're all. I can't really say nothing bad about any. They're so sweet. Even when you
Mm.
do something socially awkward,
Mhm.
they have a way of telling you stop without being rude. Like you can
Yeah.
see it in their eyes, like, don't save yourself, sis. And it just works.
Yeah.
They have a way to get you to get calmed down. I can't put it in words. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I do be acting a little goofy. I've gotten better because now I've been with them forever. But in the beginning, oh Lord, so bad.
Mhm.
So socially awkward. I was so nervous. Only part I messed up the worst was 3T, and I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. Hey,
They were so
3T.
nice. They said, well, at least Ty, because I met him, when he was in Gary in person, and then a couple of times on live. So yeah,
You were in Gary in 2010, 12. That's how I met CJ.
I
Oh,
met
you said
him.
Taj, right?
Taj.
No,
No,
I didn't mean
TJ.
Taj.
TJ. I'm
TJ was
sorry,
in
TJ.
Gary with the kids, right?
Yeah, TJ. I'm sorry, not Taj. TJ.
Oh.
Yes. And he's well. When I say that young man is such a class act. Wow.
The Tito did a good job with his
Yes,
boys,
he
and
did.
Yes.
Yes, he
He
did.
Mhm.
really did.
Yeah.
I know Michael
They
did a
don't.
good job with the
They
kids.
don't seem. They don't seem entitled at all. You know how some
And you
people.
would think they would because one, they're famous because their father's famous, and then
Mm-hmm.
they're famous on their own.
Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
just like, oh, what is it, TJ? He's always shopping at freaking Target. How regular is that? That's so awesome. He's
Yeah.
like, we're going to
Yeah.
Target today. What?
Have you all heard his new single? Saturday Night?
Saturday night. Yes.
I love it.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love it.
Yes. So we'll definitely have another live, maybe Friday. I don't know if you guys will be around. Thank you guys for
Thank
doing this
Of
you.
live.
course.
It's the first time
Thank
having
you.
Scarlett. You did such a good job, Braden, right?
Aw. Yeah.
I was like, you get your podcast. Actually, YouTube has a function you could do a YouTube channel and make it into a podcast. But I'm still learning that myself.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
like, right? He has a good
Mhm.
speaking. I'm here for it.
Aw, thank
And
you.
thank
Mhm.
you, Kim. Oh, so hey, wait, Cheryl. There's a mention of Janet doing in Australia as she has a concert. Oh, that's what's up. Wait.
Oh
Cool.
wow.
Oh, okay. That part's not good.
Wow.
Then the pandemic hit. She was supposed to have a concert here. Remember Cheryl in New York? It wasn't together again. It was Black Diamond in 2020, and then 2020 happened.
Yeah.
I have like a love hate thing for 2020. I love that I got rest for the first time in 20 years, and that's about it. And I also love that I got to be with my friends and family for a change. And then that's about it. Everything else I hated. I hate the mask. I hated fighting for toilet tissue at Target.
I've seen somebody squirt people with disinfectant spray
Oh,
to become essential workers. We had to work during that
Oh,
mess.
so you never even got to experience that.
Mm-mm. No, because I work for the Wayne County, so I work for like the government where we take care of the roads and stuff like that. So yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll be honest. That was fun / weird. Like, remember Tiger King? Does anybody watch Tiger King on
Who?
Netflix? Oh, girl, you missed it.
I never got into it.
Well, now it wouldn't make sense. It was only
Oh,
good bits.
Tiger King.
Tiger
oh yeah,
King,
I seen
yes.
that was hilarious.
It is a funny / weird
I
era.
feel bad for him. I really think they put him in there wrongly, but that's just me.
It's hard to say. All right, y'all, we're going to get off this Tiger King moment.
Yeah.
And let's see. I guess we can end it with this. Our awesome Janet Jackson. Oh, wait. Oh, make sure you guys see the previous live with Robbie Boiler. So that was our previous live. And of course, we'll have this live in a replay, hopefully in an hour or two. I just got to make a few changes. But I thank everyone for coming to this live. You guys.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So like, if you were to ever do another live, all I would have to do is just text you and
yeah, just hit me
you would
up.
let me know.
Do you want to do the Friday one if we do it?
What is that one about?
Oh, just Michael Jackson season, kicking it off.
Yep.
Yeah,
we can even talk about nothing. It don't have to be structured. This one wasn't structured either, so just shoot.
I would love to.
Everybody misses Michael, and I get it. This is his season, so I gotta do something. All right, I gotta just find the music. Oh wait, good night, Cheryl.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Let me get my music on. Let's see if we're gonna be disaster like the last live. Here we go.
Thank you again.
No problem.
Thank you.
Friday.
Thank you.
And I hope to see you guys and be up here. And I promise I'll behave.
I love live. I really do. You never know what you're gonna get. All right, Kim. We'll probably see you Friday after work.
All right.
It's not a Toya work. I have a feeling it's gonna be a late live now.
No, I probably won't be able to join. Oh, I'll talk to you.
All right.
After.
All right, ready, y'all? Outro music, ready, y'all?
Yes.
Hey. Make sure you see our previous video with Robbie B. And I don't even know what the video was before that, but check that out too. And until our next post, Gadget Trism, I love the Jackson family is out.